Welcome to Coweta County, Georgia, near Transco Station 115, about an hour southwest of Atlanta. We are at the literal start of the Dalton Expansion Project. This Transco expansion effort features a 115-mile pipeline lateral that will extend from the Transco line beginning here. The pipeline is being designed to transport 448,000 decatherms of natural gas per day. That's enough gas to meet the needs of 2 million homes.
Currently, this 115 miles goes through 8 counties. The lateral actually parallels 50% of existing utilities, and so we're just basically building on and adding existing infrastructure.
In Carroll County, Georgia, construction also underway on the compressor station that's a part of the project. Along with Leidy Southeast and Virginia Southside, the Dalton expansion is our third project providing customers in the South with access to growing Marcellus and Utica supplies. Our team aiming for an in-service date in 2017 as we work to deliver additional natural gas for our Dalton customers, including Atlanta Gas Light, a member of the Southern Company gas family.
Dalton has been a fantastic project for AGL, and in that context, it's the Atlanta Gas Light Company, the utility in Georgia. As you would expect, our largest load area is in Atlanta, and so the Dalton project not only brings just needed capacity to meet the design day needs of the customers on the coldest day of the year in Georgia, but it also brings it to the right places on our system. So it really does a lot to improve the reliability and capabilities to serve our existing customers and load growth as we go forward. And probably the really big benefit that I would see is we've been able to come up with a route and a plan for building the pipeline that has minimized the negative impacts. This day and age, it's important to have that kind of good relationship with those folks who you're working with as landowners. And I think the combination of Atlanta Gas Light and Williams doing that has really benefited the project.
Other customers for this project are the city of Cartersville, Georgia, and an existing electric generating facility owned by Oglethorpe Power Corp. And thanks to the Dalton project, the pipeline may also be delivering a lifeline for bats. Williams is underwriting a program at Georgia State University being developed by researchers to treat and protect bats threatened by a deadly fungus known as white nose syndrome.
White nose syndrome is a devastating disease, and we are trying to keep pace with it, but it is just moving so fast. We have the disease in 29 states. We have the fungus identified in an additional 3 states and 5 Canadian provinces. So this is an impact that's occurring across North America and is decimating regional populations of small bat species.
Although habitat is very important for all wildlife, in this case with population declines of bats, it's almost exclusively due to disease. And so in order to have the greatest conservation impact, we need to target the cause of those population declines. And that's where Williams has been so pivotal in providing the support that we need to implement these treatments in an experimental setting so that we can try and develop these technologies so that they can be applied on a broader area to have the type of conservation impact that we hope to see on a regional and geographical scale.
This effort is one of the Dalton expansion-related conservation projects we're working on with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the Georgia Department of Natural Resources to mitigate potential impacts from the construction of the pipeline.
So this is a really unique project because Williams actually came to our agency and wanted to deliver, as part of the project design, meaningful conservation measures for bats.
As a wildlife biologist, I have an interest in, both getting the pipeline done and doing the right thing for the species that we impact. Being a good partner with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and not just somebody who engages the Fish and Wildlife Service to go through consultation and be done with consultation and be moving on with the project. Ideally, we find ways to work together and do something, come up with something that's mutually beneficial.
Our ability to move forward and actually apply what we've developed in the lab into the field to have meaningful results on bat conservation would not be possible without the contributions of Williams in this case.
Adding to Transco's over 60-year legacy of being a good neighbor and a great operator in Georgia.
The Georgia people have been very welcoming. They're thankful for us being out here helping their economy and helping their needs, and it's just something that's great to be a part of.